Hello everybody, thanks for dropping in again for another one of my beginner tutorial segments here. I am going to do a steel scrubber painting, and I am going to be using some leftover paints that I had. Now I've seen some of these tutorials, people are using these and they're like using them to get different effects or whatever in the paintings, and I was at the Japanese store buying some Oriental food, and I ended up seeing some of these hanging up for scrubbing pots. So I was like, I gotta try this. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do one of those paintings. All right, I'll bring it down here. Now I already have all the paints mixed up because, like I said, they were leftover paints. So what I've done is I have poured them all into my cup in different layers, and we are going to cover this canvas with it. Alright, so let me see here. Let's start on this side. Alright, now I'm going to leave that right there for a minute. Now that actually looks really good. I'm kind of hesitant to use the scrubber now because I like it so much, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're going to go ahead and do it. Okay, let me get my stir stick. I want the rest of this out of here. Let's put some on this side. Alright. So I also have a bowl of water here for my rinsing. I have some paper towel that I'm going to dab the piece that I've used, the scrubber that I've used, dab the paint off of it and then put it in the water bowl to rinse it off, and then I have the other paper towel to dry it on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this, see what we can do. So you have two sides. One side is kind of rounded, one side is a little more flat. So I'm going to use the flat side. All right. Tell you what, let's spread this out a little bit more. Like I said, I really like the way this one turned out, but I'm still going to use the scrubbers on it. Okay, let me get my hands cleaned off here. All right. this is definitely different. It's almost like a balloon kiss, if you will. Where's my torch? There's my torch. I'll go ahead and torch this. I got a lot of bubbles. I'm going to use a fresh one. Pick up some blue paint. Waste not, want not. Touch up these corners. Now I did use different colors that have heavier pigments. I used, one of the colors was Mars Black that was mixed with Sargent's Copper. That's where we're getting a little bit of that dark chocolate color in here. I also used Cadmium Yellow, which is a heavier pigment. So I'm getting a lot of cells right now, a lot of cell action. Not big cells, mind you, but I'm still getting a lot of different colors. And as this settles, I'm starting to see different colors start permeating up through the other layers. So this is good. So I'm going to actually try to heat this paint up just a little bit and see if we can't get those other colors to come through a little bit more. Now you got to be careful when you're torching like this. You do not want to torch too much or too slow, because you don't want to heat the paint up to the point where you get a crust or a skin on the top of your painting here, because if you do that, you will the paint will definitely crack. Okay, well, let's bring you down in and see what we got going on. Alright, and you can see there's some of that, it looks green, but that's actually the yellow and the teal mixing together that created that. And you could see some of the gold coming up right there that I put in. There's a little bit of gold down there. See, I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting a lot of little cells in here, and I'm sure that if I, mess with it a little bit more, that I could get more cells out of this. But this is definitely different. It almost reminds me of like the algae you'd see on a rock, like that real thin algae. That's what I like in this too. So, all right, well, excuse me. That is the scrubber, and it's very simple to do, as you can see. It's just a matter of just taking that scrubber and just dipping it down in different spots, and it gives you these various designs. And like I said, it's very similar to your balloon kiss. And if you're not familiar with that, I'll be doing a tutorial on balloon kisses also very soon. It's probably next few days or whatever, because I'm behind on my videos. But yeah, this is a really easy technique for anybody that wants different designs in their paintings, and they don't want just the simplistic, like a tree ring pour, something like that. They want something a little more extravagant. Using something like just a pot scrubber can give that to you. All right, thanks for watching. It's been fun doing this one. I have to try this again sometime for sure, but you should definitely try it. It's very easy. Again, hope you enjoyed this video, and pour on.